Transcendentalism. I am what I think I am. Terrence Reynolds. Transcendentalism is a philosophical movement that developed in the late 1820s and 1830s in reaction to rationalism. It emerged from Romanticism, strongly influenced by Hindu texts on philosophy of the mind and spirituality, with a core belief in the inherent goodness of people and nature, having faith that people are at their best when truly self-reliant. Beliefs. Believe that for every person there exists a private relationship between the self and the universe. Every individual has a universal soul, referred to as the eternal one. Ralph Waldo Emerson explained the idea of the universal soul by stating that within man is the soul of the whole, the wise silence, the universal beauty, to which every part and particle is equally related, the eternal one. Another belief is intuitive thought, the ability to know something through instinctive feeling. Transcendentalists believe in intuitive thought, which is the ability to know something through instinctive feeling rather than conscious reasoning. We all had flashes of intuition. Transcendentalists believe that these flashes of intuition were the most fundamental form of knowledge. Another belief is the power of the individual and personal freedom. Individualism. The concept is the notion of thinking for yourself without having to follow the rules governed by society. The true purpose of becoming an individual is to promote the peace and harmony of becoming oneself. Idealism. Between the age of reason and transcendentalism was the Romanticism movement. This movement focused on the use of creativity and imagination. Transcendentalists also place significant emphasis on imagination. Imagination allows the mind to be resourceful, to form new ideas that are not present to the senses. The ability to imagine can affect change. The focus on idealism in the transcendentalist way of thinking sought to continue to utilize innovation and imagination. Divinity of nature. Nature is sacred and cannot be controlled by anyone. If one senses a strong connection to nature, then he will be able to understand his oversoul. Oversoul is a transcendentalist term which explains that everything is connected and thus happens for a reason. Some of the key players involved with Transcendentalism was Ralph Waldo Emerson, Henry David Thoreau, Margaret Fuller, and Amos Bronson Alcott. Transcendentalism as a whole centered on the writings and teachings of American author Ralph Waldo Emerson. It especially focused on his piece entitled Self-Reliance. The Transcendentalists were radical thinkers. They were nonconformists, people who do not conform to a generally accepted pattern of thought or action. The Transcendentalists were forceful critics of slavery and gender inequality. The Transcendental theory: every individual has to be respected because every individual has a universal soul. For the Transcendentalists, man needed to live in the world, participate in it, look at it closely, and take action. This concludes my presentation. Thank you.